And finally, 2 weeks ago, a series of group chat messages sent by the governor of Puerto Rico and his advisors leaked to the press. It contained misogynist and homophobic comments and a conversation where the group laughed about victims of Hurricane Maria. After years of political corruption, it was the last straw, so Puerto Ricans took to the streets to demand the governor's resignation. One of our writers, Jenny Hagel, is Puerto Rican, and she's here to comment.
Thanks, Seth. Earlier this month, Puerto Ricans obtained evidence that their leader was corrupt and immoral. So what did they do? Wait 2 years for Robert Mueller to write the world's longest book report? No. They took matters into their own hands. They staged a 2-week-long protest demanding that the governor resign, and they made the whole thing look like a giant party. Take a look. That's a political protest. That looks more fun than most weddings. Plus, it's not every day you get to see someone fight injustice with a cowbell. Everyone was out in the streets, young people, old people, even Spider-Man. Or, as he's known in Puerto Rico, Pedro Parker. Protesters played instruments in the streets, and people who didn't have instruments banged pots and pans. Watch this woman stand up to a group of police officers in riot gear. We're over here on the mainland going, the news is so overwhelming. What can I do? And this woman's like, do you have a pot? Bang it. Yeah. These demonstrations brought out the best in everyone. 10 years ago, Ricky Martin was in the closet. Last week, he was in the middle of that protest on top of a truck waving this flag. It's like he's performing in a way more fun revival of Les Mis. By the way, it's not a coincidence that Ricky Martin was there. In those leaked text messages, a government official made a homophobic joke about him. Imagine insulting a celebrity on a text chain with your friends, and then that celebrity comes for you in real life. That's terrifying. That's like if you said you didn't like the season finale of Big Little Lies, and then suddenly Meryl Streep was outside your window. But here's the thing about the demonstrations in Puerto Rico. They weren't just cool, they worked. After 2 weeks, the governor resigned. Puerto Ricans got their corrupt leader out of office in 2 weeks. We've had 2.5 years and we can't get ours off Twitter. Donald Trump thinks Puerto Ricans aren't Americans. Well, last week, they were the best example of Americans. They exercised their rights to free speech and free assembly, and they peacefully protested wrong until they made it right. Plus, they avenged Ricky Martin. So let's follow their example. Call your representatives, volunteer, canvass, protest, and if that seems like too much, do you have a pot? Bang it. That's